Today we're going to take a look at the Tuson Towable tire pressure monitoring system. This is going to have 4 sensors and interchangeable valve stems. Now this is going to allow us to have real-time feedback on how our tire pressure is doing as we're going down the road. That's going to be really important for a number of reasons. It's going to allow us to have better fuel economy and extend the life of our tires, and it also overall improves the safety and handling of our vehicle, as well as improving overall environmental efficiency. These are going to use a radio frequency to transmit that real-time data to the in-cab receiver. This is going to have a suction cup mount. You can put this on your windshield, just clamps down there so you can have an easy mount there. We'll have our antenna on the back so we can receive that clear signal. And it allows you again to monitor your tire pressure, tire temperature, these sensors, battery voltage, and the repeater input voltage as well. That RF repeater is going to enhance the RF transmissions and make that range better between our sensors and the receiver. This is going to give you visual and also audible alarm warnings, intermittently sent over to the receiver when any abnormalities are detected. So if anything were to arise, we'll have a visual cue as well as an audio cue to know that something's wrong and we need to get out and check our tires. You can turn the screen off while the monitoring is still going on in the background, and you can also adjust that volume on your alarm, or you can just mute it altogether. You'll also have some customizable settings to allow you to adjust the units of measurement. So if you want to have it in Celsius versus Fahrenheit or vice versa, you can also have the pressure listed in kPa, PSI, or bar. Now our sensors themselves are going to mount inside your tires, so you will need to take your tires off, deflate the wheel, and then install these behind that valve stem. They're going to be labeled in that corner there in a little square so that you can know which one goes where. This is going to be our left front with the LF, and then RF for right front, RL for left rear, and RR for right rear. We'll have our 4 valve stems, and then we'll have these little grommets, so if you need to have a shorter valve stem, you can remove that inner grommet from the longer one and then replace it so that you have a shorter length there. These are going to be interchangeable, so there's no need to move your tires whenever you have a tire rotation. And these sensors are going to have a longer life expectancy than any internal cap sensors. Now this is going to be everything that comes with our kit. We'll have our 4 sensors, 4 valve stems, the receiver and repeater. We'll also have a power cable that goes to a cigarette lighter or a 12-volt power source. There is a button on there to turn it on. I have my receiver mounted to that suction cup holder, and then we'll also have some installation hardware there, as well as instructions on how to get everything mounted up and working correctly. There's also a little slip to show you how to replace that valve stem extender there. Now the valve stems are going to fit over a valve stem diameter of 0.456 inches or 0.625 inches. The valve stem construction is going to be of brass. This has an operating voltage of 12 to 24 volts DC. Our receiver can have a pressure monitoring range between 0 and 203 psi, and a temperature monitoring range between -40 degrees Fahrenheit up to 257 degrees Fahrenheit, or -40 degrees Celsius up to 120 degrees Celsius or 125 degrees Celsius. As far as our dimensions on our receiver, it's going to be about 4.5 inches wide by 2 1/8 inches tall, and it's going to be just about 1 inch thick. The stand or the suction cup mount is going to be about 3 inches tall, and the diameter of that suction cup mount is going to be about 2 inches. Our repeater is going to be 3.5 inches wide by about 3 3/4, and about 1.5 inches thick. This does have some double-sided tape on the back so you can mount that in place, and then our 2 self-tapping screws. The cable length for this is going to be about 90 inches. And that's going to do it for our look at the Tuson Towable Tire Pressure Monitoring System with 4 sensors and interchangeable valve stems.